How's it going, guys? We are back on our video here, and this video is going to be ranking the Chel Week MSPs, the best one to make, and who I think, to vote for, and obviously the vote if you guys haven't done it already, but I'm sure most of you guys have if you're watching this video. But make sure you guys do leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and also going to tell you guys what you can possibly do with some of your lower overall cards, because a lot of people are like, well, how do I get 85s? How can I make 85s? There's no player upgrade set, so I'm going to tell you guys what you can do, all right? So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. On top of the video right now. Starting out here with number 3, it is Marian Hossa, guys. So Marian Hossa, he's not a bad card, but I just feel like comparing him to the other two, he's just not really it. He's 6'1", 207 pounds here. Quick release I like. I mean, that's a great X factor. He's also got elite edges here. 88 excel, 86 speed. I mean, okay skating here. Not anything super, super good here, though. Fine shot as well. Like more mid, I would say, than anything. But it's a good card. Good hands for the most part, high 80s. But I just don't really feel like this card is moving the needle too much. I really don't, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, Hossa, for sure, like, he's a guy that I feel like over the years of HUT, he's always been fun to use, but unfortunately for this card, I just got to put him at number 3. Number 2 is Gordie Howe, 6 foot, 205 pounds. He's got big rig, and he's got pressure plus, so the medium tier X factor of big rig, and then the lower tier of pressure plus. I don't really find, either to be super good, especially pressure plus. I don't really find it, like, who really uses pressure plus? I personally don't. Not many cards have it, and I just don't feel like it's worth activating compared to, like, wheels or quick release or even elite edges or stick 'em up, right? Or truculence. Like, those are the ones that you want. Even unstoppable is really good, right? Like, I just don't see pressure plus being up there as one of the better X factors to use. But 88 speed, 87 excel, I mean, decent stats. 85, 88, 88, and 86 for his shot. Like, it's a fine shot. His checking stats are pretty good, though. 91 body checking, 90 strength on his card, right? Like, that's kind of the highlights, I would say, with this card is really his checking stats, which is kind of sad to say. But Gordie Howe at number 2. Number 1 is Jaromir Jagr, and I think a lot of people are voting for Jagr. That's who I voted for, so let's just kind of imagine that he wins the vote and he goes up to an 88 overall. I don't love his X factor of ankle breaker, but I do like backhand beauty. I mean, I know it's the lowest tier version of the X factor, but I do like that. 88 excel and 88 speed, so obviously that could be 89 excel and 89 speed with the +1. You assume, right? I mean, I assume he got a speed upgrade. I could be wrong. His hands are gross. Pretty decent shooting, 87, 89, 88, and 88. Obviously, with the chemistry boost, you can get up to a +1 as well with the Chel Week cards, so can make him that much better as well. But for me, Jagr for sure. He is the best one to make if you guys do decide to make him. But now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of another way to potentially upgrade your cards. All right, so a lot of people were, saying, well, how do I get 85s, Henreek? How do I make MSPs? What is my way of getting these cards, right? Like, if I want to make a Nexus MSP, right? I want to make the Dylan Larkin, but I don't have 85s to 86s, right? So, and you're like, oh, well, I have 82s and 83s, and I can't, like, really, can't really do much with them, right? Or even, like, 80s, right? Or 79s, for example. So, what you could do here, guys, is this, all right? Now, it's kind of a different way of doing it. I don't know 100% if the value's that much different, but it's just another alternative way, if you're kind of just looking for ways to upgrade your cards. So one thing I will say right away, though, if you're probably wondering, how do I get just extra cards? Well, in theory, you could technically make this 86 overall combo Nexus set, which is untradeable. So you do get an 86 overall here, and you can use that in just the set where you're trying to trade in 85s to 86s. So that's a possibility here. I wouldn't say I like really, really recommend that one, but obviously you can do that to kind of like make extra cards, right? If you're able to make the 84 combos that you need, that's probably good enough. But yeah, I mean, that's just another way to do it. But, people are wondering, how else can I get higher overall cards? Well, it's an interesting little way here, but In theory, you guys can use captain cards or rookie cards, okay? So mainly the captain's one, though, is what I'm looking at here. So, for example, right, if you're trying to make 85 overalls, right, these are cards you can use in those event sets. You know, you have those extra 82s to 84 overalls. You can trade those in to make 85s here. And then, of course, you can just use those 85s in the event set. So, you know, for me, obviously, I have enough cards here, so I can easily, you know, do it if I have to make this Orlov card. And then, you know, obviously trade him in the event set. So, I mean, some people, you know, because obviously people think that, well, you know, there's no player exchange set here, which I'm kind of surprised there isn't, that you can't, like, you know, upgrade to, like, 84, 85s, but I guess that's just the way it is, right? But, yeah, that's obviously one way you can do it right there. Also, another way to potentially do it here, to get, like, 85s, right? I mean, you'd probably... this is probably more of a silly one. Like, I mean, yeah, you can get 84s this way, right? You can trade in 81s, 83s for 84s, but I probably wouldn't recommend that one. I'd really look at the captain sets, if I'm being honest, like as like the best sets to potentially just, you know, upgrade your cards along the way here. Like, so you have to go to season 1 here, and, you know, obviously, you know, to make 85s, you know, you gotta trade in the, you know, 82s, 84s, right? But how do you get the 82s, 84s? Well, you know, the best way to do it is make 82 captains, and then you have to trade in 79s to 81s here, and then you get 82 overalls. This is more of like a thing if, like, they're untradeable, a lot of your cards as well, right? Like, because then, you know, you're not gonna trade in, like, you know, certain overalls that are gonna be more expensive than the lower overalls, right? That just wouldn't make much sense. But I'm not saying 100% you have to do this, but it's just another way if you're like, well, I have no 85s. How do I get 85s, right? You have no coins, but you have a bunch of 81s or 82s, right? Like, it might be the only possible solution here to actually, you know, power up your cards there. Of course, I kind of mentioned it yesterday in my video, but I mean, I'll quickly, you know, tell you what I think when it comes to which cane you should make. I mean, the Hawks one's the best one. I mean, I think it goes without saying, right? I mean, quick release and wheels here, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. The stats are just way better, number one. I mean, forget about the abilities for a second. The stats are just way better. His shot is 90, 91, 94, and 92 here. So, yeah, I mean, this cane is absolutely ridiculous. Definitely one of the better ones in the game now, this card, I would say. And I would say probably... I mean, it's probably just in order, realistically. Like, Rangers one's probably the second best one, and then the Red Wings one is probably the third best one. I would just say that's me being honest, at least. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, as always. But yeah, I mean, those are my rankings, and let me know what you guys have made so far or anything like that. Do you guys want me to do a rankings video on the icons along with the heroes, captains? Let me know. I mean, I'm down. I'm down to make any type of video. Anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comment section down below. Some more gameplay videos are coming on the way. My potential ultimate game for season 1 as well, so be on the lookout for that. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you get 3 E's, and I'll see you in the next video.